So today we'll be exploring the W3Schools.com, which is the biggest programming platform for the web developers basically any sort of developers. So first of all, what I can do is, now you can search for W3Schools, or you can the link in the description, you can go check there. W3.com. So this is the W3 website. So first of all, do the dark mode. This is the dark mode or white mode? Oh, this is the dark mode. So in W3 school you can learn many things. So you can learn the tutorials. So there are many tutorials also for the HTML, CSS, the JavaScript, programming languages. Okay, server side programming, web buildings, cyber security, data analytics, everything. And now the HTML, okay, and you can learn the CSS, you can learn the JavaScript, you can learn Python, SQL, PHP, jQuery, Java, C++. So this is the W3.css, bootstrap 3, bootstrap 4. Now this has bootstrap has been upgraded, I think, to the bootstrap 5 also. So C#, R, Kotlin, MySQL, Node.js, React, JSON, AngularJS, W3.js, XML, Sass, icons, RWD, CSS, RWD, graphics, SVG, Canvas, Raspberry Pi, cyber security. So colors, Git, version control, Matplotlib, NumPy, Panda, SciPy, ASP, accessibility, Apple, ML, Go, and machine learning, artificial intelligence, statistics, Excel, data science. There are many tutorials. So this is the famous W3 school color picker. So you can code game and the links on. So this is the game. We have the exercises and quizzes. So you can also grab the web templates, free responsive HTML web templates for our websites. So you can also get certified by the W3 school by paying some of the amount to there. So this is the how to success. So everything in here. So first of all, what we can do is create an account on W3 Schools. So click on login. So if you don't already have signed up for the W3 Schools, you can sign up. You can simply give the email and password. Or I have created I have created the account in W3 Schools. So I just need to log in here. So I'm logging in. So W3 school also just launched the, also we'll look after that. So this is the new. So I have created a fresh account on here. So I have the 0 point. So what do you want to do? So you want to study the tutorial or give the quiz or the exercises, everything. So about every topic you will get points after you create an account. So we'll be starting this W3 schools session from today for the longest streak of days. So I don't know for how much day, but we will continue because I just created here the account from today. So this is the day, you can see here, and working. Yes, this is working, and these are the news. So this is the new features in the new window version. So I have the win version. So Microsoft Windows version 21 H1. So this is the OS build Windows. So everything is good, I think. Okay, I think everything is good. My upload and download speed is fair enough. The CPU is running good. The RAM is also perfect. Everything good. Now let's start. So what we can do is, first of all, go to go to we are in here, profile. Okay, so study a tutorial. Let's study the tutorial in here. So this is the basic web development. So you'll get in here. So these are the CSS framework tutorials. Okay, so these are the JS framework like jQuery and React. I personally go for React in here. So program. So what will be working in the this linguistic tutorial is we will completing these three, and we will be doing one of the framework here, one or two of the framework like the latest version of Bootstrap and the SAS tutorial. In the JS framework we will mainly focus on React, and we will have the basics of jQuery. So in the programming language, what we will cover is the Java and Python programming language, or maybe we will use some of the C++ because I used to code in C. So for the server side scripting, so what we'll use is Git and the Node.js. So we'll be using these two, and basically, and we'll touch some of the intro of the PHP server side scripting language. So in the database we will use MySQL, SQL, both type of database. So these are, I think, the relational database, RDBMS management system. So in the data science we will learn all the topic. So this is the pandas. So for the data manipulation in the data science, so NumPy is built onto the top of the pandas for numerical. So it stands for numerical Python, and it is used to used to do some of the mathematical calculation, and SciPy is also similar to that. So this is the XML. So XML means this is the modified what we call it is modified version of the HTML. Okay, and the cyber security is the last one. So these are the full tutorials in here. So we have the available subject. So in this tutorial, what we'll do is explore this first. What is this thing in here? So spaces.w3schools.com, it has the subdomain with the W3School. It is taking time. Let's focus on here. So there are some of the paid course also. Oh, for the paid course you need to again log in. Oh, so these are the paid course, and you will get certified. So front end has this for all of these, and these are of the $95. So this front end has all three courses and is $190. Web application, database, SQL, everything. Cost of W3 School full access you will get in $695. So what is this spaces is get started coding on your own, create your own spaces, use them to host your website or try out ideas. So Build static size. W3.com is the subdomain. HTTPS encryption is done because it has W3 spaces subdomain. 10,000 requests per month. 2 GB data sub month. Okay. 100 MB storage. 5 MB file maximum. 1 species is only created. So what it has is the playground for the HTML, CSS, code editor, file manager, everything in here. So start for free. Okay, and this have the same but these facilities, but we can get started in here. So we start with how do you want to create your website. I want to create with a template. Select on continue, choose a template, what kind of template you are good. So this is the start with architect, start with portfolio. So this is the photographer, this is also a portfolio, this is the so this is the coming soon. Start with wedding. So I think this one is good, or this one. I have done that and continue. Oh, okay, it will give the portfolio in here. So click on this, continue. Okay, I think this is good. Continue. What do you want to call it? So I want to call it as the org 2021. So I want to give you the name also. July 2021. Space name cannot be 20 characters. So what we can do is org 2021 only. Let's continue. No org. So let's continue setting up the space. Almost there. So we have space name July setup. Okay, so only one spaces will be there. Okay, so 500 requests, 1000 MB, which means 1 GB of data can be in here. So what I can do is click on this. So this is the website, which looks good. I think this looks good. Oh wow, this looks good. But what I can do in here is delete this. Okay, delete this, create a first, start with template, continue. So I want this photographic, continue, setting of so continue. Let's continue. So this is here. So what does it has? Name, the pictures, continue. So this is the home, portfolio, and the contact. I think this is good. So what we can we edit this or not? So it is not okay. This can be editable. Rename this, rename file, everything here. You can upload in here, new file, delete. So basically you got everything, so you can edit in here. Oh, it is showing there, so you can do, this is only editable, so edit on this, and you can again preview when you save the changes. So this is being used using the W3.css. okay, I thought first of all it was the bootstrap, so it was not bootstrap, it is W3. So this is good. Now what we can do is now go to our course. So first of all, go to in tutorials, and inside of tutorials this is the HTML. So there are many topics. So there are many topics in here, HTML, everything. So this is for the web development. So this tutorial has 65 chapters, but I think for the HTML and CSS 65, so this will get to the 65. My learning, let's go to in here. So let's take the quiz of HTML, because I think I do not need to do the HTML and CSS. So study HTML. So HTML quiz. Start the HTML quiz. So let's start the quiz. What does the HTML stands for? Hypertext Markup Language. Who is making the web standards? The WWW Consortium, World Wide Web Consortium. So choose the correct HTML element for the largest heading. So what will be the largest, the H1 or the H6? So let's search in here. Largest heading, I think it is the H1. Okay, H1 is the largest. Let's click on this. So what is the correct HTML element for inserting a line break? So this BR is the line break. So what is the correct HTML for adding the background color? So it will not give the background color to the body. So this will give the background color to the body. So that as the inline CSS within the element only. So choose the correct HTML element to define the important text. So important tag. So I think strong is the important tag. Okay. What? So I think the strong, or maybe strong is the important. So choose the correct HTML element to define the emphasized text. So I think emphasize text. So let's search in here. Emphasize text, the content inside is typically displayed in italic. Okay, emphasize text em. So what is the correct HTML for creating a hyperlink? So we can do the hyperlink using this href and then the link, and so this W3 school will have this link, and if you click on this it will go to in here. Next, so which character is used to indicate the int tag? So this indicate the ending tag. So how can you open a link in a new tab browser? So how can you do is, if the ahref as a URL and target is equals to underscore blank, then it will open in a new browser or the tab. Which of these elements are all table elements? So this is the table, this is the table row, this is the table add. So this one is the. So inline elements are normally displayed without starting a new line. Inline elements are normally displayed without starting a. So what do you think? Inline elements are normally displayed without starting a new line. Yes, I think. How can you make a numbered list? Okay, this is the ordered list, this is the unordered list. So the ordered list is the numbered list. How can you make the bullet list? So how can I do the bullet list is by using the unordered list. What is the correct HTML for making the checkbox? So how can is, I think this last one is the input type checkbox is the one. Yes, I think that is the one. So input type checkbox. What is the correct HTML for making a text input field? So what you can do is make an input field with the type of text, or we can make the email, or we can make the password. So this one is the correct one. What is the correct HTML for making drop down list? So the select tag. So select tag will make the drop down list. So you will basically select from there, which is the part for the text area. So I think the last one is the correct one. So the text area. So what is the correct HTML for inserting an image? So how can you insert the images? img tag with the src image and the alternative fallback name. So I think this one is the correct one. So this is the correct HTML for inserting the background image. So this one is the correct one. So style is equals to background image is using the URL. So the background dot gift. So an iframe is used to display a web page within a web page. Okay, is this the true statement? Yes, I think this is a true statement. And HTML comments start with this, and is it true? So block elements are normally displayed without starting a new line. No, I think this is only the false, because block. false. So which HTML element defines the title of the document? I think the correct one is the title. Which HTML attribute specifies the alternative image text for the image if the image cannot be displayed is the alt. Which doc type is the correct for the HTML? So HTML5. So this one is the. Which HTML element is used to specify the footer of the document? So footer. In HTML, you can embed SVG elements directly into the true. What is the correct HTML element for playing video files? So media. What is the correct HTML for playing audio files? I think the audio. The HTML global attributes content editable is used to return the position of the font. So I really didn't know about this thing. In HTML, on blur and on focus are the event attributes. So graphics defined by SVG is in which format? I think it is in XML format. So XML is extended markup language based vector for two-dimensional graphics with support for interactivity and animations. The HTML canvas element is used to, I think, draw graphics. AI scripting which is JavaScript is one of all. So you can see in here what about this for drawing the graphics. In HTML, which attribute is to specify that the input frame must be filled, the required. Which input type defines the slider scroll? Slider, I think slider is the one. Oh, it was the range. So which elements HTML is to display a scalar measurement within a range? Meter estimate represents either a scale within a range of fraction value meter. Which element estimate defines the navigation link? Nav. That is, what does the aside element by our navigation is to be shown at the left side? Which HTML element is to specify a header for a document or selection? Is the head or the header? So what is the head? So the header of the document or the section is the header tag. So which one were wrong? So what is the correct HTML for making the text area? The text area only. Okay. So this one is the correct answer. It was HTML5, but after the doc type, only have to add the HTML. So it is not the media for playing audio. Okay, so playing video and playing audio is the audio. There is no such thing as media. So content aside from the page content. Okay, so it was the header. So you can do it, try again. So it was the hypertext markup language, who is making the word right console. Correct HTML element for the largest heading is the H1, smallest is the H6. What is the correct HTML element for inserting a line break? So BR inside of the closed angle brackets. So what is the correct HTML for adding the background color? So this one is the inline CSS with the background color of yellow. Correct HTML to define the important text. So strong is the important text. These things are not existing. So choose the correct HTML to define the emphasized text. So this one is the italic, okay, and the emphasized text is the EM. So what is the correct HTML for creating the hyperlinks? So with the URL, and if you click on this, it will redirect to this URL. So which character is used to indicate the end tag? Every ending tag has this one. That is the, I think, the backward or the forward slash. How you can open the link in the new tab? By the URL with the target new parameter, which is the target is equals to underscore blank. It will open into new browser. Which is of the following element are all the table elements? So table with the table row and the table data. So I think this one is the correct one. So inline elements are normally displayed without starting in a new line. True. So inline elements will be in the same line without starting from the new line. How can you make a numbered list? So this one is the unordered list. So this one is the ordered list. So this is the right answer for the numbered list. For the bullet list, we can use the unordered list. So what is the correct HTML for making the checkbox? Okay, so what you can do is the checkbox is the variant of input. So you can do is input and type is the checkbox. So what is the correct HTML for making the text input field? So the text input field. So this one is the input field with the text, so that the text can be written inside it. So this input with the type of text, it is for making the text input field. So what is the correct HTML for making drop down list? So how can you make the drop down so that you can select one of that? So it is by using the select. So what is the correct HTML for making the text area? So the text area is its of own kind. So text area is none of the input type of text area. Our text was is the text area. So what is the correct HTML for inserting an image? So how can insert images? Give the image inside the image, give the image source and the alt attributes. Okay, this is the alt attribute, alt text. So that so if the image couldn't render, so it will get give that fallback text. So what is the correct HTML for inserting a background image? So in the body style equal to background image and the URL This is the inline CSS of the to insert the background image, and the image is given using the URL background.kit. So an iframe is to display a web page within a web page. This is true. So iframe is like the nested web page. So HTML comment starts with this and ends with that. True. So block elements are normally displayed without starting on new line. So block elements are normally displayed without starting from a new line, which is false, because the block elements with this and these are the block elements. So this, after this is completed, this one is starting. So which HTML element define the title of the document? It's the title tag. So which HTML attribute specify the alternative text for the image if the image cannot be displayed? So that one is the alter attribute. So which doc type is the correct for HTML? So exclamation doc type and space HTML inside of the closed angle bracket is the correct one for the HTML5. Which HTML element is used to specify the footer of the document or the section is the footer. So in HTML you can embed SVG elements directly into the HTML page. True. You can just copy and paste the SVG element. What is the correct HTML element for playing the video files? Is the video. You can give the source. What is the correct HTML for audio files? So this one is the audio file. You can give the source. The HTML global attributes content editable is used to specify whether the content of the element should be editable or not. This one is the right answer. In HTML, on blur and on focus are what? They are the events. Okay. Graphics defined by SVG is in XML, which is the extended HTML markup language form. HTML canvas element is used to draw graphics for manipulating the animations and graphics. So in HTML, which attributes is used to specify that the input field must be filled out is the required one. So which input type defines a slider control is the range. So range is the slider control. So which HTML elements is used to display the scalar measurement within a range? So this one is the meter. So which HTML elements define the navigation link is the nav. In HTML, what does the asset elements define? So this is the content aside from the page content. Okay. Which HTML elements used to specify the header of the document or the section is the header, then the header. So what went wrong in here? I don't. So go to my profile. Something went wrong in here, but what was that? I don't know. So now other thing will be completing in the coming session. Till now you can practice all other tutorials in here. So if I go in here, so you can practice all these tutorials in here. There are many differences for the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python and Java, everything. So what are the Java references are about the Java keywords. Okay, so these are the reserved keywords. Java stream methods. Okay, Java math methods. So they have the Java examples also. creating a simple hello world. So you can just try it in here also. Public class main in here, and there is a method public static void main string arguments and system.out.println. So we'll be doing these in the comment segments. So everything in here, Java exercise also. Okay, so for, and these are the methods parameters, everything in here. I think we have the OOP also. So React, what about React? So React is a small course, you can do that. So the npx create React app or npm install -g globally. So as you can so it will open like that. So we'll be covering these things in the comment section. So